Mine is both local and Star Wars related.
Yes.
Uh, I know we had to do this. Dave DiCello, who does so many amazing photos around Pittsburgh. Some of them just unreal sunrises, sunsets, just general, photos around the city is just, his stuff is just amazing. If you've probably seen it and not even realized it because it's always been shared, even if you don't live in the area, because it's just
Mm-hmm.
gorgeous. For Star Wars Day, he is a big Star Wars fan. So this was a lot of fun. He mentioned it was a lot of fun for him. But he did Instagram, did a crossover with Star Wars and some photos of Pittsburgh, and they are really like Star Destroyer. You got some X wings flying over PNC Park. You got some AT-AT in the rivers, which is my favorite, of course, because
They're
I love
very
the
subtle. I like it. Okay, except for that
AT-AT.
one where they're looking out the Death Star window to
Yeah,
downtown, I guess.
which is a little concerning, looking out, Vader just looking out the window at
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh. You're like, oops, we got two moons over the city. The Death Star. I like the Death Star one over the city because that's usually his huge, one of his biggest pictures, most popular pictures, is the time he catches the moon in between the tops of the building.
Mm-hmm.
And here it is now the Death Star caught between the tops of the
Nice,
building.
nice, nice. That's great. There's the Death Star coming out. Yeah, and I know I understand also there's a very famous picture from a couple years ago. I know he was just out of the Cloud City one. Was just celebrating the anniversary of the lightning strike that he caught at the point. I saw on his
Oh,
Twitter.
that's right.
So like it was he got there just in time. It was a crazy lightning storm that was just starting up, and you can see it hit like I guess it would be the south side of the downtown point, the river and into the point itself on land. So it's a very crazy photo. I can't believe that he caught that moment. But definitely worthwhile. So that is Dave DiCello, and I also he's got an interesting Pittsburgh podcasting history because I do believe the first episode of Yajagos podcast that I had a hand in doing the on location recording for was recorded on first night or light up night, first night, something like no, it was light up night, in front of his gallery in Fifth Avenue Place. So he's got a little bit of a podcast connection. No, very cool stuff. And usually if you see an awesome Pittsburgh photo, it's his, right? So
Absolutely.
all right, with that,
I wonder. I wish he would make them bigger or sell them as prints.
I wonder if he's allowed to do the selling these ones because often if you see him like that's his gallery is like all the stuff he's done in print. Like you can get great wall hangings of it and everything like that. So I imagine he's still down at Fifth Avenue Place. I wouldn't know because it's been I don't know how long they've been doing that podcast. So, um, but no, so no, yeah, I wonder about that. He doesn't link anything on here, does he? I think he's probably got
Mm-mm.
he's davidcello.com. I'm sure has a shop. We'll dive into that here for the moment. But buy prints. And let's see if his Star Wars stuff is in here. Um, I don't see anything yet, but again, I mean, he's obviously photoshopping in something that belongs to Disney, so I don't think that's gonna. I
Yeah,
don't
but
think.
I've seen people at like Steel City Con and whatnot
Yeah.
with the same
Oh,
type of mashups.
now Stale CityCon. Now there's a lot of artwork. I don't know if you know this, Chilla, but there's a lot of artwork that is on the slide
Oh,
when
of
you
course.
go to something like a Comic Con. A lot of like there was a weird wasn't there a weird crackdown one year about like commissions? Like Marvel was starting to fight with some of the artists because they would go like in like draw Deadpool and stuff and they were like, hey, that's ours, So that gets a little weird. It gets a little bit weird. And he may now if David maybe in his store he's selling them or limited runs or something like that. But who knows? But
I'm wondering, does Instagram store a high res
I don't know that you could. I don't know that you could like pull it from. Are you trying to like snag these things so you can print them out? Is that what's? Why don't you message him and be like, "Hi, are you doing prints?"
Well, but here's the kicker. So I would rather pay someone. I'll gladly pay for them.
Mm-hmm.
My problem is I want them as backgrounds for my computer.
Oh, okay.
So
Mm.
even at times at like Steel City Con and Wizard World, at the various those types of various things, I will actually ask them, I will pay you the same amount if you can give this to me in a digital format, because your poster is so large and I don't have a scanner big enough
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that I actually at one point in time I waited, like after it was probably, you know, like 2 years of collecting different prints at different cons, kind of rigged up a nicely lit area and then put my camera on a tripod pointed at a background on the bed and then photographed all of the different prints so I could put them as backgrounds on my computer.
So
I don't want
right.
I want the digital version, and I'm
For,
not trying to
I think
like
it,
rip them off.
I think it'd be worth dropping a comment or an email, or maybe even probably just a comment on the Instagram would be great. Potter's saying that he has said that he couldn't sell the Star Wars one since he didn't want to have a talk from Disney. So and Amanda says that he just closed the Fifth Avenue store. So please contribute to David over on the website daviddicello.com if you want to support what he's doing. But I mean, he does weddings and commercial and all kinds of stuff. He actually licenses photos out too. So I think it's worth a thing, especially since he can't sell these. Maybe he would make a wallpaper. Check his Facebook as well. I didn't bring it up immediately, but there may be better res versions over there that you can might be just good enough for you to do that with, right?